Nuo SmartGuard system supports 6 kinds of video analytics, including the most generally used general motion. So there is a motion at a certain area when it's not supposed to be there. The system will tell me. I can actually draw multiple regions like that, or I can make exclusion zones. So you will not detect anything in between. Now, other than general motion, we also support something called foreign object. So let's say if someone walks into the office, drops a bag, and there's a bump inside, it tells you that. And another thing that's called the missing object. Take for example, there's this painting hanging on the wall. If this painting goes missing, the system will send me an instant notification. I can actually draw multiple regions like that. Anything goes missing in one of those regions, I will be alarmed. Another one we have is focus loss. When the camera loses focus, the system will tell me. This can happen when someone wraps a plastic bag around the camera, or just puts something in front of it. Or even when you're PTZing a camera that's patrolling, you can lose the focus sometimes when you zoom in or zoom out. This is something the system can detect and will give you an alarm. And also something that's very special is called the camera occlusion. The camera occludes, that means when someone blocks the camera. So if someone waves their hand in front of the camera, that's fine. However, he blocks it, he puts something in front of it to block it, the system will tell you, hey, there's a camera occlusion event. You need to know that. And also signal loss. The camera loses a signal. This is very important when you are setting up IP cameras, because this does happen, and this can be a critical event. Now for any of these events, take for example the missing object. The system can give you 10 types of instant responses, including on-screen display, or you can play the sound, and that can be any sound in a WAV file that you want. It can be a dog bark, it can be a wake up, or something like that. Or you can send you an email, and just not an email, it's an email with a snapshot of when the event is taking place, and also tells you which camera and which location the event has been triggered. Also PTZ preset go, which I showed earlier in another demo, where the camera can go to a certain preset location when an event is triggered. Digital input and output. This can be a door contact, this can be a siren, or can send you text message, or can send multiple text messages. Upload to central server, to our central monitoring station for centralized alarm management. Or can upload snapshots to FTP constantly, so it looks like a streamlined video. And also an EMAP pop-up. So this is very useful when you have a larger installation. Let's say you have a 60 camera job. It goes in there, you install everything. You're done, you walk out. Your customer goes to the system and sit down and start monitoring. All of a sudden this alarm pops up, and he doesn't know where that camera is and what it is actually looking at. With this EMAP, the operator can actually tell, hey, is that the front entrance, or is that the back entrance? Is that the garage, or is that the basement? So this is something that is also very useful. Now, other than the 6 types of video analytics and 10 types of instant responses, we also offer something very special in point of sale system. You can look for a number value, or a certain word, such as void. So when there is a void event, the system will tell you. Also digital inputs. This can be a door count. Someone opens the office door, alarm pops up, a siren goes off. And something that is very special, system events. Now these system events can be let's say if I'm running low on storage, the system will tell me that. If my system health is unusual, such as CPU temperature, if it is over this threshold, it can tell me that. You can also convert that into Fahrenheit. Of course, you can Google that, but we're here to help. Also, the fan speed can trigger alarm. You have the freedom to change them around. Another system event can be resource depletion. Right now, the software is actually monitoring my CPU loading and my memory load. If the CPU loading goes way too high when it's not supposed to, or the memory is running really low, the system can also tell me that, and I can set the threshold value. The last type is called network congestion, when the network is jammed, which means you are downloading or uploading too much stuff. And here you can set the threshold yourself.